Welcome to more Horror Movie Host Week. Sadly, we don't have like an infinite number of these comic books to go through. We got two horror movie host themed books this week. I'm Elizibar, your host, by the way, and this is the second one. Yesterday we did the Svengoolie book. Today we're continuing on with the Elvira in Monsterland series, and it is a hoot. We start off with American Werewolf in London. Vlad is all, here. Elvira's like, wait a minute, if I'm here, he's not after you, he's after the original werewolf. And, well, as you can see, Vlad gets the original werewolf. There's a lot of stuff in here that, like all these books, is kind of funny. A lot of little quips, one-liners and stuff. Dracula and her, they've actually got like this good rapport. They've got this good banter back and forth. Which I'll be honest, it's a little bit of a surprise. I'm kind of glad to see. This is gonna sound weird. I'm glad to see that Vlad Dracula, Vlad the Impaler, whatever you want to call him, is coming into his own as a character. Like, how does that statement even work? I don't know, but it does. The likenesses of the different characters in this book, drawn from their movie sources, are pretty good. Lon Chaney's Wolfman looks pretty much like Lon Chaney's Wolfman. Like, I say this in a lot of these issues, but it's absolutely true. The artist, well, let's go back to the inside front cover. There we go. The artist here, Huber Ball, I hope I pronounced that right, with the colors by Walter Pereira. Man, I'm butchering your all's names, and I apologize so much for that. But the art team, doing a great job, just absolutely nailing the look of the characters. The book is pretty. The book is nice to look at. Like, that's been true pretty much for the entire run of all these Elvira books that David Avallone has written. They've all just looked great. Also, one of the best jokes is right here, bottom of the first page. Yeah, it gets a little confusing. That's why we put the recap on the inside front cover. It's self-aware. We've breached the fourth wall. We've just taken the fourth wall and we've just busted right through. We've just hit it, straight ahead, just boom, smashed into it. And it's fun. This kind of humor doesn't always work, and you can definitely overuse it. I mean, dude, we go into freaking Teen Wolf in this book, okay? There's so many just little quips and jokes, fun body language, fun facial expressions. The book is just a joy to look at. It's funny and it's fun. And I don't really know what else to say because this book jumps around through so many different movies. I think we're like at 5 movies by the end of this before we finally like get a recurring character who shows back up and kind of sheds a little bit of light on what's going on here. It's absolutely wild. I'm enjoying this ride. Yeah, this whole issue here is about Vlad the Impaler working for the director to kidnap or recruit or whatever verbiage you like a bunch of different werewolves. There's a plot, like a recurring joke in this issue about the difference between a wolfman and a werewolf. That joke is also the reason that Vlad gets away in one scene, which makes that joke kind of funny because Elvira has a great reaction to it, as she's busting loose on evil. Ultimately, she comes up with a great plan. That's, shoot, which movie is this? That's the Jack Nicholson one, right? Is it just called Wolf? I've only seen like half of that movie once 20 years ago. Maybe I should watch that sometime. Yeah, maybe I should totally watch that. Do not fight your brothers. No woman is more important than a brother. I mean, have you looked at her? She's freaking amazing. See, that's what you can expect from this book. Anytime things are kind of looking serious, and the movies they're jumping into are serious, so the first impression we get of any of these movies is something serious showing up. And then we hit it, and then we relieve the tension with a quip or a joke, something that breaks the fourth wall or whatever. Because you got to remember, they're jumping into films. This is like Last Action Hero. Yeah, I probably didn't explain any of this, did I? It's like Last Action Hero. The villain gets that movie ticket. And he's like, aha, I can go into this movie. I can get Dracula, I can get the Mummy, I can get whoever, like Hannibal Lecter. And then I have my own wrecking crew of movie characters that I can deal with in the real world. Similar idea going on here. They're jumping into movies, getting villains, and this one is all about them recruiting werewolves or wolfmen or whatever you like. I ain't getting into that argument. You all take care of yourself. This is a fun series. It's a fun book. At this point, I guess there's gonna be like one more issue, and then we'll start the next series or something. So you can probably just pick this up in trade paperback form in 3 to 6 months. And if you want a funny read, I recommend that you do so. Take care of yourselves, and bye bye.